The fuel subsidy removal 2023. So today we're going to be talking fuel subsidy removal broken down in simple basic English that every Nigerian can listen to and understand. When we hear the word fuel subsidy, to most people it sounds like jargon, it sounds like something they cannot comprehend. But on the show today, I'm going to be breaking it down, telling you everything you need to know about subsidy and how it affects the common man. Fuel subsidy removed, fuel queues return. These are 10 things every Nigerian should know about the fuel subsidy removal 2023. To the common man, hearing the word fuel subsidy seems like something too difficult to comprehend. You're wondering, that's big grammar for the elites. So on the show today, I'm going to be breaking it down, telling you everything you need to know about the word subsidy and how it affects the common man. Okay, first we're going to be describing subsidy. Subsidy is the offering of goods and services to a buyer at a discounted price. So fuel subsidy, therefore, is the offering of fuel and other petroleum products to the citizen by the Nigerian government at subsidized price, while the difference is being paid through the nation's treasury. For decades, the Nigerian government has offered fuel subsidy to the citizens and they've been excited about it. But recently, it's been advised that the fuel subsidy should be scrapped in order to boost the nation's economy. So Nigerians home and abroad are worried and confused about this new policy, and they're wondering how it's going to affect the normal man. Okay, the vice president last week at the Federal Executive Council, he presided over and laid all fears over the fuel subsidy by assuring the citizens that the decision to suspend the initial subsidy removal slated for June 2023. He stated that the incoming government would be left to handle things. True to his words, the newly elected president in the inauguration speech on May 29, 2023 announced the decision to remove fuel subsidy totally. This announcement has caused an unprecedented increment in fuel price since the announcement. Fuel queues have returned everywhere and major filling stations have increased the cost and price of fuel drastically. It went from about 185 to as high as 600, 500 in most areas. Okay, today we'll be looking at 10 things everyone should know about the fuel subsidy, the terminology, and how it affects the regular Nigerian. Okay, the first thing I want you to know is the fuel subsidy cost Nigerian Treasury $10 billion annually. That's about 24% of our budget in 2022. So to subsidize fuel for us, for the citizens, the Nigerian government spends $10 billion annually, and that's 24% of the budget that was used in 2022. So you see how much is going into subsidize the price of fuel, and the citizens are not feeling the impact. So now the argument is the amount can be channeled into other aspects, other parts of the economy, and used to do something more beneficial other than pumping that much money into fuel subsidy that is not really significant. So the deal is you pay a lot for fuel, but other aspects of the economy will be developed. Now it's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing. So today we're going to be talking about 10 things that affect the citizens, the benefits and the disadvantages of the fuel subsidy removal to the common man. Okay, the fuel subsidy was institutionalized in 1977 after being existent in the 1970s. After the promulgation of the Price Control Act, it was made law. Okay, the third fact is the law was introduced by General Olusegun Obasanjo regime to alleviate the first effect of worldwide inflation due to the heightened energy prices. The fourth point I'll be talking about today is resources hitherto spent on subsidy will be channeled to other sectors of the economy to boost them. Also, another thing the citizens should know about the fuel subsidy removal is that the Kaduna, the Port Harcourt, the Warri refineries would hopefully be revived and made functional again. This would also be the creation of new refineries. When those ones are made functional, then we could see the need to create other ones, and it would create more job opportunities to Nigerians. Okay, the next point is removal of fuel subsidy would boost the country's economy. If the money used for subsidies is channeled to other important sector of the economy, it would make Nigerians less dependent on imported PMS as we rely predominantly on local produce. Another one I'll mention in today's with the increase in cost of fuel and other petroleum products, common logic. When the fuel subsidy is removed, the Nigerians will be forced to pay the original price because the government is no more offering subsidized prices for the petroleum products. So all your fuels would be at the original price it should be because the government is no more offering relief to the citizens. Okay, another impact of the fuel subsidy removal is in the cost of goods and services. As we all know in Nigeria, at the moment fuel increases, everything in Nigeria would experience an exponential increment in price. Well, there could be protests, societal unrest, increment in cost of living, cost of transportation, cost of accommodation, and cost of everything in Nigeria. So the cost of heightened cost of living could lead to societal unrest, protests, and anger from the citizens who feel the governments are just trying to make their lives worse and make things worse for them without offering any form of relief. Okay, so the next point I'll be saying is due to the existing electricity issue in Nigeria, most entrepreneurs rely on the cost of fuel to power their business. So now with the increased cost of fuel and other petroleum products, it might be so difficult for entrepreneurs to run their businesses because they cannot afford the new cost of fuel, leading to people shutting down their businesses and leading to loss of jobs in the private sector. Well, another advantage of the fuel subsidy removal is the availability of jobs. I mentioned before that if the Warri refinery, the Port Harcourt refinery, and the Kaduna refinery is brought back to life, it would most definitely bring forth employment to the people. But in the private sector, the private people cannot power their machineries and cannot afford to buy the fuel, then they would shut down, meaning there will be loss of jobs at the local grassroots level. Even though there are lots of arguments in favor of the subsidy, to the average Nigerian, we feel the timing is not just right. We feel the electricity issue plunging the country ought to be resolved ASAP before the subsidy thing is implemented. Even though the current hike in fuel price is due to the greed of the sellers, the marketers, the government made a disclaimer that the fuel subsidy has not begun at the moment. So any fuel scarcity and fuel increment you experience today is due to the greed of fellow Nigerians. Nigerians are also hopeful that the entire subsidy thing would not be a white elephant project and would be something that would benefit the masses on the long run. Okay, this is all I'll be taking on the show today. I am happy you stayed with me all through the show up to this point. To my subscribers who always watch my channel, who always support me with your sweet messages, your likes, your comments, I truly appreciate you. Thank you so much for all you do. I love you so much. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not yet subscribed, and please turn on your notification button so whenever I post a video you'll be the first to know about it. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for hanging out in my space. My name is Diana of Boss Lady Diana TV, and it's bye for now. Thanks for watching.
on agriculture.